So, Forrest, I heard you got a grill.
Oh, I did, and what a wonderful experience I have.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, see, my father gave me his old grill because he decided to buy a new one, and he almost killed me without him even knowing about it. Apparently, at some point in between him driving it from his house to my house, the little tray that collects all the oil from whatever you're cooking, got adjusted in a way that made it very loose on the grill, and I started up, and I was going to cook some hamburgers, and my mother wanted to cook something on it, so she went outside and put it on, and she shut the lid, and I went in the house and went to my room and came back about 5 minutes later and just saw an ungodly amount of smoke coming from outside, and I'm like, what did you do? And she just starts to panic, and I walk outside, and this tray, there's an oil fire. The entire tray is on fire, and it's landed directly on top of the propane tank. And my first thought is, today's the day I die. I thought I had just teared up, but about 5 seconds after that, I realized I was full-on crying. I mean, I was still running around doing stuff, grabbing stuff to put out the fire, but I was crying because I legitimately thought I was about to die.
Did you call my brother to put out the fire?
No. I should have, but I would have had to call you first, and by that time, I'd been dead. Would you really want your last conversation with me to be on the phone, me crying like a child?
Who's going to host this podcast with me now? What a great segue to episode number 4 of Why Not Segue. My name's Corey Jones, and this is Forrest Fuller. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Corey. How about you?
I'm pretty good. We are live from Gladesbury, Virginia, in Cinnamon Toast Crunch Studios, where there's real cinnamon and sugar in every episode.
Along with a heavy dose of diabetes.
So, we are presented by 4 Corn 7 years ago, and tonight we're produced by 4 Corn 7 years ago.
Dylan's not even here. Everybody bails on us.
This is a throwback to week 1. You know how bad week 1 was.
Get ready.
Get ready. So, a little bit about today's show. We're going to talk about movies, athletes. We're going to talk about...
I don't know if we can call one of them an athlete.
Well, that's true. What else are we going to talk about?
A little bit of everything. You have a story you want to tell.
Yeah. Forrest is going to tell a story.
A couple stories, maybe.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of. What do you got?
All right. Well, we're going to go back. We're going to do our weekly rankings. Very popular. We got a lot of good feedback on those.
A lot? You mean one person?
No, a lot of people I've talked to have said that they like it. Then it's Forrest on his meds. This is from last week. And stupid segment of the week. So let's go ahead and start the show. Now, Forrest, I understand that you took a trip to the University of Alabama earlier in the week. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
I did, and you told me you wanted me to have stories whenever I came back.
And did you bring any?
Maybe a couple. I don't know how funny they were. Well,
about as funny as this podcast, probably.
Very true. Well, first off, I can tell you that the 2 women that were behind the counter at the hotel, me and my friend that went down because I didn't feel like driving my truck because of...
You gonna give him a shout out?
Quentin Wallace. He drove me basically because it would cost $200 to take my truck down to Alabama, and I would have rather went to ETSU.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, I wouldn't have. So we walk in, and she's about to give us the key for the room, and she pulls it back real quick. She goes, now you 2 know this is a 1-bedroom suite. Now I saw it in her eyes. She was just making up stories in her head to try and make this sound right for her to understand what we were checking into a 1-bedroom suite. And I go, whoa, wait, before you come to any weird conclusions, it's just to cut down on money. I don't like spending money. Just like you don't like spending.
Yeah, very true. I hate it. It's the devil. The devil.
So they thought we were gay, straight up. So then Quentin starts making noises all night long. And I try to give it to Quentin. He just looks at me and goes, well, they already think we're gay. Might as well make a couple of noises and have a good time with it. And then when we check out, there's this other guy behind the counter whenever we check out, and he goes, are you guys heading home today? He's talking to us like we're a couple. The story clearly
I don't have keys.
But I was like, no, we have to tour the...
You finally get one of those messages? Ooh.
I went, no, we got to tour the university. And he goes, well, which one of you is touring? And I go, I am. And Quentin's like, I'm not smart enough. And he just looks at us with the most serious face I've ever seen on a man and goes, just wait till he tells you about some of the stuff that goes on here. You'll become a genius real quick. And I have 2 stories about what happened on campus.
Okay.
These may get edited out if I don't like the way they end up. But first one, we're going down.
I feel like we've just been edited. I'm just kidding.
2 seconds ago. We're driving down camp.
Corey. That's Randolph.
I'm down for him. But we're driving down the
That's kind of funny. That's staying in.
We're driving down the main road for the university, and they have, it's like Fraternity Row. They have all these huge buildings that are fraternities. And we get stopped at a stoplight, and this kid walks out of one of them. And it's about right the time, if you had been partying all night and you had a class and a couple hours, you'd be rolling out about this time. He comes stumbling out of one of the fraternities and just hits one of the columns. His hair's all messed up. His clothes are all raggedy looking. You can tell he had a good time that night. And he's just like, where am I? His facial expressions are just like, I don't know where I am. And then that brings me to my tour. The tour was amazing. I love the campus. It's a great school. But my tour guide decided it would be funny to leave us stranded in the middle of the university. So I had to find my way out, and I'm no military man when it comes to reading a map, apparently.
He just left you stranded?
It's straight up.
My tour at ETSU, our tour guides, we went jaywalking. There's cars going out. We just walked.
Well, we did. He's like, let me step out first. Yeah. I can be replaced.
Yeah, he was like, hey, congratulations to those who have never went jaywalking before. It's pretty funny.
Welcome to your life of crime. ETSU starts you early.
Yeah, they do. So is that all your Alabama stories?
Yeah, I believe I spent enough unfunny time on this podcast for now.
So while you're at Alabama, guess what I did?
I read a couple of your statuses while I was gone.
I watched X-Men 3.
Worst thing ever.
Yeah, it's the only reason I watched it is because Wolverine comes out in July. It's a sequel to X-Men 3, so I had to watch it at some point, and it's just as awful as I remember. So I was thinking maybe we could talk about the new X-Men movie, not Wolverine.
Days of Future Past?
Days of Future Past. In July of 2014, I believe, is when it's supposed to come out.
That's not soon enough.
I know, I can't wait. Forrest, what would you like to see in X-Men Days of Future Past?
I would like to see them go straight to the very beginning of the third one and completely redo it. Just straight up.
That'd help.
I'm pretty sure Hugh Jackman even said in a interview about it, just pretend that X-Men 3 never even happened.
That'd be the best for everything. Me personally, I'd like to see the main villain be Sinister. That'd be awesome. And then it go into Apocalypse in the next movie. How awesome would that be?
Can Kevin Bacon be in it again?
No.
He makes the greatest villain.
That guy from, what movie was he in?
Footloose.
Footloose. The guy from Footloose is Sebastian Shaw. So let's go right from X-Men. Let's go right into athletes. Some big news happened earlier in the week. The very first active male professional athlete came out of the closet. That's Jason Collins, a 12-year NBA vet. And I personally feel like it's way overdue. I mean, the number 1 overall pick in the WNBA draft, Brittany Griner, a couple days after the draft, she came out, but it wasn't groundbreaking because there's a lot of female athletes who have came out before, but this is the first ever male, because you know how men are, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really cool, and so nothing but support here. And
but you have to admit it's being blown out of proportion in the news way too much.
Somewhat.
So how can you say somewhat?
It is. It is. It's
you switch
big,
over and they're talking about something, and then they spend the next 30 minutes talking about it.
Well, I watched ESPN 2 or 3 days after it happened, and all they talked about all day was Jason Collins, which I'm fine with, the Lakers who got swept in the playoffs.
Well, that's understandable. That needs to be there.
They didn't talk about the Spurs who swept the Lakers. They talked about the Lakers being swept. And then they talked about Tim Tebow, who was cut.
You heard that first here, by the way.
Yeah. And that brings me to a Facebook status that I saw, and it said, how come two athletes can come out and get nothing but praise and support for it, but Tim Tebow is a devoted Christian and he get mocked for it? First of all, Tim Tebow does not get mocked for being a Christian. He gets mocked for being an awful quarterback. Number one, he's cut. He got released by the Jets, the most dysfunctional team in decades.
They kept Sanchez. They kicked him.
They got rid of Tebow. And if you listen to 90% of interviews after a game, the guy will come up, oh man, you had a great game today. Tell us a little bit about it. And the athlete will go, well, first of all, I just want to thank God. No, and nobody says, oh my gosh, let's mock him.
Well, but it all goes back. I have nothing against homosexuals at all, but it's being blown out of proportion.
It is a little bit.
I love the fact that he feels comfortable enough in the world today that he can come out, and I'm happy that his teammates are completely okay with it, and the game doesn't change for him just because he tells people who he really is. People
like on the court next year, people will mock him, but for one reason. To get penalties. That's it.
Well, yeah.
They're just going to get penalties. That's all they want. They just want to win the game.
But in finals time, people do crazy stuff.
That's true. But also, Tim Tebow, he's not an NFL quarterback anymore. He's a celebrity quarterback. He's a Terrell Owens type, but there's a big difference. Terrell Owens is actually good.
I don't think he's been a celebrity since he got drafted.
Who?
Tebow.
Wow, he's been way out of proportion ever since he got drafted. It's too. Quit talking about it. I wouldn't. Nobody's gonna pick him up this year. Maybe maybe next year he may get brought onto a team and he'll destroy that team.
I would gladly give Grossman for Tebow.
No, do not say that. Do not say that.
Tebow would at least keep me entertained.
No, don't say that. I know several Jets fans, and you will regret that if that happens.
It's not like he's gonna balk on the field.
No. Well, first of all, don't say that. Those Tebow fans are like poison, and they will follow him. And RG3, and they will inject a lethal shot into RG3's knee.
Oh, crap. Don't be messing with my baby's daddy.
So that's my vent for the week. Also, I'm waiting for that Tim Tebow reality show. Tim Tebow gets back in the league. Or VH1 or something.
No, it's going to be on HBO because they have that summer training camp with the Jets. They're going
no, it's not. It's with they pick a different team every year.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it was with the Dolphins last year.
They picked the crappiest teams.
I don't know who they're going to pick this year.
I would understand if Dan Marino was still out there throwing the pigskin. They'd be like, I got to get
Chad Ochocinco got released on the show
directly after beating.
Yeah, that's true. But talking about Tim Tebow makes me so angry. You know what I like to do when I get angry?
What?
Tell stories. It's story time. Gather around. I got a nice little story here. But when I was younger, me and my brothers used to love to go to this gas station called Dunkin's. And now Dunkin's was the greatest place on earth. Dunkin's had ice cream. Dunkin's had a game rental place. It was the greatest thing on the planet. We'd go there and we'd each rent a game, but since I was the youngest, I never got to play mine. I once got Booger Man. I never got to play it.
I remember the night we went on to Amazon.
I tried to find Booger Man and we couldn't find it. Randolph has it on his computer.
Does he?
Yeah. Call him up right now.
But we never talked to Randolph anymore.
Well, that's true. I texted him today, but yeah, that's true. Don't touch my picture from when I was a child. That's when I was in kindergarten and cute.
That face screams, I'm going to be a fuck up when I grow up.
I don't like my hair. I got a bowl cut. This Rugrats show's the best.
You had a cow lick on the side, too.
I got my socks rolled up, too.
It's a tube.
Rolled down.
Rolled down?
Rolled down. You roll them. You get, like, long socks and you just roll them down.
All right, this is getting off topic. Back to your story.
But we used to love going to Dunkin's, and one day we went up to my mom. We were like, Mom, will you take us to Dunkin's? And she's like, no. And then we went to my dad, like all children do. We go, Dad, will you take us to Dunkin's? Dad was like, no, ask your mom. And I went to Mom. We went to Mom again. We went, Mom, will you take us to Dunkin's? There, Mom was like, no, go ask your dad. And then we went back to Dad. But a big side note in this story, we used to feed my old cat Stormy bologna with the string around it, and she ate the string, and that's not a good thing for cats to do, because cats can't digest those bologna strings, and half the time, actually all the time after she'd eat it, it'd be hanging about 1.5 inches out of her butt. And
we're getting a call from Peter this one.
And this was a long time ago. This was in the 90s, early 2000s. I don't remember.
Back when it was okay.
It was okay back then. But then we go ask my dad, and he's like, I tell you what. You go pull that bologna string out of Stormy's butt. We'll take you to Dunkin's. And my brother Matthew walks up to that cat without missing a beat, bends down, grabs it, pulls it, flicks it, says, let's go. And we went, and we had a grand old time. Matthew had to wash his hands first, but so that's my story for the week. We had to give you a good one to make up for last week, so hope you enjoyed it. And you're slowly learning what my childhood was like.
It makes me laugh all the time.
Me too, deep down. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give a big shout out to our most loyal fan.
Our only loyal fan.
All Day 2013. We love you. And because you got another review from All Day 2013.
I did?
We did.
I did.
On iTunes.
We did.
It says, enjoyed the shout outs. Can't wait for next week's show. He's just going to start posting every week, just be like, hey, he's not even going to listen. He's just going to be like, hey, great show.
We'll know when he stops posting. That's when we quit the podcast, because legitimately nobody is listening.
Yeah, well, that's not true, because our goal was to get into the top 200 in comedy podcasts on Podomatic.com, and we not only achieved that, we destroyed it. We went to 141 last week, and then we went up again to 130, and we'd like to thank our humongous fan base. It is now. You make up words all the time, so I do make up words. Horrendic. Remember that one?
What was the first one? The one I told historics.
Yeah, historics.
I will factor that in.
Don't touch the lightsaber.
I will factor that into my AP history test somehow.
Historics and horrendic. I did horrendic on this, Coach Burke.
You use the word historics.
And horrendic. Forrest, you did horrendic on this test.
Alright, what's
So a big shout out. Anyone who rates and reviews us on iTunes, we will give you a shout out on the show. Just ask All Day 2013. And please don't be sarcastic. We don't know if you're telling the truth or not. We still don't know if All Day 2013 is really a fan or just our biggest critic.
It's probably both.
Probably.
What's next?
Well, we're going to go to our weekly rankings. What are we going to rank this week, Forrest?
Our top 90s cartoon shows.
Cartoons from my childhood. Till we were 13 years old. That's different for each one of us, but...
It is.
Yeah. So, you want to go first? I know you've had a lot of trouble with this over the past few days, so I want to give you an honorable mention.
An honorable mention?
One
honorable mention.
One. Because this is a half-an-hour podcast. this week.
Is there any way I can go from 1 to 5 this week with my honorary? Because I'll mess something up. Because there's just too many cartoon shows going through my head right now.
No, start 6.
Crap. All right.
Honorable mention. What is it?
Honorable mention has to go to Cow and Chicken.
Cow and Chicken. What's 5?
5 would have to be All Real Monsters.
Okay. What's 4?
4 would have to be Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. What's 3?
Dexter's Laboratory.
2.
Crap.
I don't remember that one.
It was very
That's
popular.
1 to 1.
That's what Craft's based off of. But, so I'm on 2.
Yeah.
2 would have to be Samurai Jack.
Okay, what's 1?
Cat Dog.
Okay, 1 is Cat Dog. That's a good one. I'm surprised you were able to do that without having a mental breakdown.
Actually, I still am because number 2, there are 2 that... But I left one out so I wouldn't start any trouble. So what was
that? What was that one?
Which one did I say for 2? I said Dex. Courage.
Courage. I don't remember.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack.
I left out Courage, didn't I?
I don't remember.
We'll have to play it back.
Let us know. Send us something on Twitter or on Facebook.
Yeah.
At Wow Night Segue.
After I listen
That's
to
me at Gumbuckets. Forrest, you follow the show at 4Core. Go like us on Facebook, Wow Night Segue.
We don't have a big enough fan base to make noise yet. When we do, we'll get a soundboard.
Yeah. We're waiting for our intro and outro music from our producer.
What producer? Randolph's dead to me.
Well, now it's time for my ranking. Number 5.
What is it?
Rocket Power.
Oh, crap.
Number 4. Cat Dog.
Whoa.
Number 3. Dragon Ball Z.
There's so many.
That's on Cartoon Network.
That was my
Number
original.
2.
What is it?
X-Men. Is on Fox.
Making copies.
And number 1. Rocco's Modern Life.
Say we.
We.
This episode is us just being complete children.
Yeah, it is. That's the
general gist of things usually, but it just feels that this week we are just especially unorganized children.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully we get a little bit of humor out of it.
Maybe.
Do you want an honorable mention? You gave me one.
Yeah, I'll give one. This is number 6. Rugrats.
I'm beating myself up on the inside.
Chucky is the funniest Rugrat, by the way.
Are you? You gotta give that to Dale and Lil.
No. Dale and Will, it's Phil and Will.
Two. Oh,
Dale
God.
is Tommy's brother.
I'm so off my game. Oh, God. Alright. What's next?
Now we're going to do our weekly segment. It's Forrest on his meds. It's time for that. It's that time of the show.
Oh.
It is. Right now.
So.
Right here.
Right now?
One person sent in an answer.
For
not the Jessica that we have gave a shout out to last week. How you doing?
So someone else did?
Yeah, someone else.
This week?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Well, first of all, it's my girlfriend.
You do a little more time, and I'm no longer going to be co-host. I'll split off and start my own podcast.
I've changed.
And I no longer want to
But unfortunately, I do not have the answer to that question. But I know someone very close to me who does. My Ace Frehley bobblehead.
/ Tommy Thayer.
What's Forrest Fuller on his medicine last week, Ace? That's drum roll. Yes! Tommy... Ace Frehley. My Ace Frehley bobblehead gave us the answer. Forrest was on his medicine last week.
And Tommy Thayer is correct. You're starting so much crap with Kiss fans.
I have no problem with Tommy Thayer. But Don't get me started on Kiss. Let's go on. Are we going to go ahead and go on to the stupid segment of the week?
Well, yes, and all the ones in the hat this week, since I was in Alabama all week, are Corey-only oriented, because I had to leave him here by himself, and his mind worked overload. So let's pick one. See here.
Okay. What is it?
John Wayne in Twilight.
That's John Wayne as Bella, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't wait for this.
Okay, you gonna say action?
No.
This is a one-man play.
All right.
You say action for me?
3, 2, 1, action.
Bella, I'm Edward, a spiky-haired vampire with feelings. Will you love me? No, wait, Bella. Before you choose, I'm Jacob. By the way, I sound very similar to Edward, I know. I'm a werewolf that takes off his shirt and also has feelings. Will you love me? Who are you going to choose, me, Edward, or me, Jacob? Well, first of all, you gotta give me a minute to make up my mind. I'm gonna have to compare you two pilgrims before anything is settled. Now you're a vampire. How come you're in the daylight? I'm a different kind of vampire. I do what I want. Well, why don't you go lay in a tanning bed, you albino pilgrim? And you, how come you always take off your shirt? I don't like a showboat. I'm a werewolf. I've got to take off my shirt. Didn't you ever see Michael Jackson's Thriller? He was a werewolf and he didn't take his shirt off once. So what does this mean? Are you not choosing any one of us? Wait just a second. Who's that hunk of man meat walking over there? My name's the Count. 1, 2, 3. Not liking the way you talk, mister. You're looking real good. You look like a puppet, pilgrim. I think I'm gonna choose you. Your skin's so soft it's like it's made out of felt. I want to suck your way. Just a minute, mister. Not on the first date.
You had all damn week and you couldn't have thought of 2 different voices for Edward and Jacob.
And sing.
All damn week. You had all week in Edward and Jacob.
I like that voice.
I know.
It's like the guy from Spencer's last week. I'm going to Zeppelin, dude. I got Zeppelin tickets in Memphis. Nashville. That's where it was.
I had to drive through Nashville.
Zeppelin's going to be there.
I'd hate to see traffic whenever they get there because people can't drive there as it is.
Well, that reaches the end of this week's show, so we're going to go ahead and plug all our stuff.
There was some John Wayne at the end of that show.
There was some. I'm gonna plug all our stuff now.
Yeah.
This co-host, this podcast is now co-hosted by John Wayne and Forrest Fuller. How about Gary Busey? Not this week.
We'll have to gently let him
introduce you to Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Forrest's awful impression of Gary Busey, but it makes me laugh.
It does. You should see me drive like Gary Busey.
Oh, that's I crapped my pants when you did that. So you can go on Twitter. You can follow the show at Forcore, Forcore. Follow me at When I Segue. You can follow Forrest at
Gump Bucket.
Yummy.
Yummy.
You can go to our Facebook page and go like us. When I Segue. We post all the podcasts on Facebook, so you can listen to it for free on there. You can go to our website, whenIsegue.podomatic.com. We have also all the podcasts there for free for you to listen to. And there's a little link to where you can go subscribe to on iTunes for free. For free? Yeah. Also, while you're there, go ahead and rate and review us, and we will give you a shout out. I don't know how much that means to you, but we will give you a shout out. And we really appreciate you guys listening to the show. Let's get us into the top 100. How about that?
I would send flowers to anybody who commented and praised it if we got into
Let's get into the top 100. Let's do it, guys. Come on. You just got to go listen to it. You don't even have to listen to it. You can just let it play.
You see, now that I've said that, the only reason you want that to happen is so you can watch my wallet run dry.
Yeah. And I believe I won the tally 2-1.
Damn it. Yes.
We did.
Yes.
We haven't really been. So that's 2-2. The game is tight.
That's what she said.
So we will be back again next week.
Maybe. Unless Peter shuts us down for that story.
Unless this is the week iTunes goes, no, this is crap.
He would have already done it.
We know we film it in Crapovision.
This is just getting going downhill.
Yeah.
Have a great week, guys. See you next week.
We will be back next week. Have a great week. I know Forrest just said that.
I did.
Yeah. The tally's official, so no giving you points.
Aw. All right. Have a great week, guys.
Bye, Mom.